Hey Kira, how you doing? All right, thank you for your submission. Just looking over, having more details to add to the banner, but so far the message I was trying to portray is almost there. Okay, and I'm glad that you had a good experience with the project. It's a blast, isn't it? Animation is so fun, and this is really basic stuff that we're learning here, but it's enough to give you an idea of the capabilities of the animation text capabilities for animation in Photoshop. And then that's what the assignment is all about, really, is just getting a good introduction on how this works and some of the capabilities therein. Let's go ahead and jump right over to the banner ad, which I have right up here. Okay, there's a couple of things I think you got a good start here. One of the things that I would recommend is there's a basic rule of composition called rule of thirds. And rule of thirds indicates that if you have something of interest in a composition, a visual composition, it's not always the most interesting. Actually, I take that back. It's never the most interesting presentation to place the main focal point in the center of the composition. The rule of thirds indicates if you take in this particular case, this is a horizontal composition. So if we take 1/3 here and 1/3 here, and take this and place it in one of those 1/3 areas, it's going to be much more interesting. And it works. It really does. And we can take the rule of thirds a step further and do kind of a matrix on a 3 by 3 cells, right? So you have one line, one line, one line, one line in a composition, and then where those lines intersect would be the most interesting place for placement of the focal point. For that reason, I recommend. I'm not real sure how big this image is or what kind of room you have left over on either side, but I would recommend moving her over here or over here a little bit. That doesn't have to be much. Just add a little bit of space over her here. Move her right over to about here. All right, at this point, I think that the logo here has been distorted when you placed it. So when you place the logo and you resize it, hold your shift key down. That's going to constrain the proportions of the logo. Make sure that logo doesn't get distorted. So if you compare that logo with the logo in the style guide, and I'll do that right now. Let me just open that guide up. That'll take a second to open up. But when it does, we'll compare that with the style guide logo with the logo that you have placed right here, and we'll see that there are indeed some distortions. And that logo is right here, right? So if we place that logo, we take a look at this logo in relationship to this logo, we can clearly see that it's been distorted. This is much fatter and not as tall as this, indicating a distortion in the placement of that logo. So again, if you resize the logo when you place it, just grab that corner bounding box, hold your shift key down and click drag it, and it will constrain the original proportions. I think the purple logo is a better choice. This one right here I think is a much better choice. And the reason I say it, or even this one right here, because this is a yellow kind of gold background, so it's perfect for the complementary color of adding purple for your text. So for that reason, you add one of the purple logos, one of those two, then change your type color to purple. It will be beautiful, I promise you. Then we'll take this stressed, disconnected, we'll move it right over here. Okay, and then instead of saying reconnect with your inner self at Amethyst Bay, go ahead and give the promotional offer. Remember, this is a promotional ad, so you have to offer something, some sort of a tangible promotion. So, something like save 50% if you book now or whatever. So, stress disconnected. Well, how did that go? Reconnect with yourself with a free nights at Amethyst Bay or something like that. Okay, and then keep the logo right here. Now, one thing I noticed is the masked image from assignment 2-1 is not placed here. That is a requirement for the banner, so that will need to be placed. And then finally, add the location. You don't have to add the entire contact information, just the location. So located in beautiful U.S. Virgin Islands, somewhere in the ad, I think would be beautiful. Maybe right up here or below the logo, or so wherever you think it's some innocuous placement of that particular verbiage for the geographic location. Okay, other than that, good job with your nice fades on your, oh, don't forget the headline and subhead should not be animated, only the call to action. So this stressed, disconnected right there, that stays, and then just give a little bit on the promotion. I don't recall the promotion from your magazine yet, but you would include that promotion here. All right, other than that, good job, great start. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or if I can clarify anything at all. I'll be glad to do so. Just let me know. Okay, thank you very much.